gonna do that bit where I sit down in the chair and like I don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh guys, it's been a while. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, or we could talk about the real Vero and it's not on fire. This is just Sage incense for good vibes. Anyways, breaking the fourth wall. Breaking the fourth wall. Breaking the fourth wall. Breaking the fourth wall. And it's been a while. It's been a minute. Life gets busy. Rather than talking about that, let's came here for what you came here for, okay? You didn't come here to see me. You didn't come here to see me. You came here for the cheese. You came here
for that sweet
cheese. You know you did. You know you did. You know you did. But after going through some things, we're gonna talk about space, time travel, relationships, issues, and all kinds of whatever. But there's one piece of advice that before you watch this video, before everything, this one song, this one intro that changes like somebody who changes their gender in 2022. All right, run it, baby. Stick it to him. You know, let's go. Hey. Run the intro.
You've been trying to cater to all the needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. Baby, they're not friends, they are enemies. Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry, but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Ooh, hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it and you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no. They don't have respect for your boundaries.
Oh, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. We back, baby. We back. We back. I'm back. Hi. I know it's been it's been so long. It's been so minute. It's been forever. Are you good? Everything's falling down. Oh, okay. You good? Mike's good. Man, it's been so long. You know what I mean? Had to rearrange. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hired somebody, a DJ. If you catch my streams, I'm trying to introduce. Hey, I'm trying to intro you, you dick. Okay. All right. So, what's up, man? What's up, dude? But for real, you didn't come here for me. Nah, you came here for the cheese, man. You came here for the cheese, man. You're like, you know what, man? I want some. I'm out of breath, dude. I'm just watching this thing fall. Okay. Stop right there, criminal. All right, anyways. All right. That's good. See, we're learning. Anyways, yeah, you didn't come here for me. Let's be honest here. You came here for the cheese, man. You want to know what's going on with me? It's incense. It's kind of overpowering, TBH. It's not one of my greater ideas for a podcast. But let's be honest. Dude, it's been a while. And okay. Yeah. First things first. Let's pretend those other two podcasts that I put out. Okay. They exist. They were a thing. But let's just a secret between you and me. And you better not tell anybody. Okay? This is between us. What up? All right. All right. So, sorry. I'm happy, as you can see. Hi. Hello. Hi. So, dude, it's been a while. I'm off the meds. Off the ADHD meds. I'm free. I'm just kidding. Not true. Haven't been on meds since 1982. Just kidding, because I wasn't alive. I was born in the 90s. Shout out. All right. All right. So real talk though. Let's break it down. Let's bring the energy down. Vibes. I'm excited. I can't even speak. I'm excited. You're excited. Hello. How you doing? Hope you've been well. Dude, I gotta tell you, man, today, just in general, like these past 2 months have just been weird. Of just everything, of just dealing with things and learning how to be an adult. You know what I mean? It's learning how to, I don't know, function as a person and everything else. You know, I feel like, man, everything is just going and I felt like for the longest of time I'm speaking very slow because I'm losing my train of thought. And that's what it is. That's what life's about. Losing your train of thought. Losing your train of thought. Can we get a train? And now, can we get a train off the rails?
Right at us. Watch them come together. There it is. Look out. Wow, some smash.
Because that's what this is already. So, with that said, dude, I mean, man, life gets busy. I'm tired of giving the same old excuse of shit. Of shit happening. I'm trying to be better with swearing because I want to make the podcast that's available for anybody. Not necessarily being kid friendly, but just for in general because you know what I mean. So settle down. Let's reset that. Goose Brahma.
Goose Frama. Goose Frama.
You know what I mean? But dude, let's see. Where should we start? Like I said, cheese man. That's what I was gonna say. Let's be honest, dude. You didn't come here for me. You came here for the cheese man. You want to know? I'm like a taco shop. You know what, dude? I want a Mexican Coke. Give me a tortilla. Give me some rice. What? Give me some beans. What? Give me some fajitas.
What?
Some lime.
What?
Give me 2 of them.
What?
Give me 5. Give me something. Give me something to desire. Bam. Okay. Anyways, as you can see, my mind is unraveled. My sense of ADHD is fully embraced. Pandora's out of the box, and we gotta put her back in. Just kidding. You can't. So this is what it is now. This is me. This is us. Right now, you're watching the video. We're clapping. Hey, we're clapping. Just hey, stand up, dude. Jeez, I almost felt my chair's broken. Stand up, dude. Shout out to you, dude. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, man. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I mean, let's you brother. Football's coming around. You. Let's go. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Dude, I am going insane. I'm going crazy. But let's okay. Anyways, real talk. I am tempted to clap again because my nervousness of talking and learning how to do everything without trying to fall back in my chair. My chair is still broken. Been looking for a replacement. But that's why you tune into this podcast. But I can't. Start in. Editor, keep it in. Leave it in. Okay? Chocolate! But more or less, what I want to talk about is the intro to the song that you just heard. Tell them no. As an adult, dude, I've always felt, without giving too much away, I hope that, I'm sorry, this is future problems get in the way. As you can see, we'll worry about the letter. Anyways, what I hope, what I've learned as an adult and being more into my 30s, like not like me just like fully embracing me. Stop. Let me stop this right now and save you from the 45 minutes of me debauching and trying to stumble through a point. Hi, it's me again. Hi, but rather a different version of existence is me. I'll get into more in the next podcast, but just bear with me. Let's get back to the point, the story, rather timeline that we're on right now. What I was trying to get across is, in my 20s, it was run and gun, and I'm finding more in my beginning my 30s. I guess is better to say. I'm learning the experience of learning how to manage me in a way, if that makes any sense, without sounding too crazy and woo-woo. But I found in my 20s, it was more run and gun, trying to figure things out, winging it, having no kind of structure, letting the full ADHD-ness freaking send it, dude. And I'm finding more, because I've always dealt, for the simple fact, the reason why I did that in my 20s, I'm going to use me as an example. Like I said, I know, sorry if you gave me the cheese, man. Sorry about it. Not going to happen. I'm not going to do that anymore. I did that in the past especially when it comes to going on dates and stuff. Not a good idea. That's a jerk thing to do. Not going to do it. But let's get back to the point. The process of living. Like in my 20s, dude, I having the 2020 hindsight, having the perspective of it all, I'm finding the reasons why I did that. It wasn't motivation or some woo-woo. It was me trying to outrun my issues when it comes to dealing with things like relationships. Like I said in the past, in my podcast, I like to shoehorn that in. I haven't had the greatest run when it comes to that. Earlier, I could say it was probably my fault. The rest, is up for interpretation. But how narratives go. More than likely, you're the bad guy. So it is what it is. But I'm finding more. Like I said, it was more go. It was faster and faster and faster. I'm finding more now in my 30s. It's more. Relax. Slow down. Let's enjoy life a little bit. No need to run a gun. Let's address the issues. And I know I probably mentioned later in this other version that you're probably going to see, but it's the truth. If you knew how much conversations and so much just to get me to this point right now, to be here in this spot talking to you, expressing my voice and moving and being so weird and being like, "Whoa!" But it took a lot, and I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm here because it feels like home. It really does. And it's really weird to say that when I'm talking to strangers. Hello. High five. Boom. High five. But it's Hey, how's your family? How's your family? Huh? How's the gabagool?
Traits.
Gabagool, over here.
Cancel. It's offended. I'm offended. Offended. Cancel. It's over. It's over. Podcast over. But really, I found learning how to manage myself, learning how to manage a simple thing as my daily life, my workouts, going to work, what I'm going to do when I get out of work, having some sort of structure there, having some sort of balance in life. Because work, balance, life is so cliche, it's so overdrawn, so woo-woo. But I feel people will be more inclined to tell you about it, give you excerpts, lessons, but you got to pay money, which is a whole bigger issue than whole other kind of worms that we'll probably get to later. But what I found when it comes to dealing with things as far as things that yourself, it's an experience and it's something that you got to learn on your own. Because I feel you could learn and hear certain things, but you have to have a reason to find within yourself to apply said principles to yourself. Like I said, when it comes to me, I found like, okay, finally got to a point, or rather a low. It's like, I spent a decade doing this, and it didn't work. Let's be smarter. Let's be wiser about certain things, and let's address the issues that causes the problem versus covering up said issues with whatever, whether it's distracting at work or it's doing said thing. It's having the balls, dude, to address that thing. And like everything else, I found like I built this thing in my head, this fear of, oh my God, I want to be so broken. When I open up, when I finally talk to a professional, I don't really need it. Like, it's just a waste of money. But I found through simple conversation, through 3 hours of conversations, I found that it has helped me progress more and more as a person than it took for me an entire decade of trying to do it myself, trying to do the whole motivational type thing. I found that motivational is the short-term play, but the key to longevity is what? Discipline. It's discipline. And sure, it's catchy, it's woo-woo, it's cliche, but it's the truth. It's the dang truth. And I found taking that same principle I've learned through gaining and understanding how to manage myself, because I feel nowadays people want to tell you how to manage yourself. I'm gonna tell you you gotta do this, follow this program, blah 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 blah. You get it. Everybody's trying to make money off of you. Just remember that. I'll get into that freaking later. But to build to the point I was trying to make, I feel now it's people want to give you content. They don't want to give you context. Content is, hey guys, welcome to my video. Hey, I'm going to show you this program and you can do this, and then you're going to be so much happy. But at the low price of what? $2 every month, 12 months to follow this program. I have all the answers, blah, 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 blah. But there's no context. It's just vague content. And I found that context comes from learning. It comes from understanding. I can sit here and tell you about, well, if you want to get bigger in fitness, if you want to go get bigger, I gotta tell you, from my experience, bro, you gotta go. I wouldn't say 5x5. You can get away with that when you're in 20s, but I would say if you want to get bigger and bulk up, dude, You got to do a pyramid scheme, you know, dude. You got to do 5 sets of 10 and then get heavier and get heavier as you go down to 5x6, 5x4, max out day 3-2-1 program. And then just make sure you, after you get done working out, bro, you got to get some sort of creatine, protein. You just got to, you know, it gets boring. You know, I'm probably sure most of you already swiped off because it's just blah, blah, blah content. There's no context. There's no meat. There's no originality. It's just the same bullshit you've heard over and over. And it's that dangerous cycle that algorithms, and I'll get more into that later, but especially when it comes to dating, I found, or rather gained an understanding, because I've always been the mindset of always learning, especially in my 20s. That's one lesson that I'm glad that I've learned at an early age. It's from a quote. I don't know where it's from, but I remember hearing it. It is simple as this: stick with those who continue to seek the truth, but run from those who claim to have found it. That quote in itself got me through my 30s, and granted, kept me out of worse situations that I've originally put myself in. But when it comes to dating, I found this perspective is that things, the way the landscape has changed, it's all about content, not context. Or rather, tic-tac-toe instead of tango. Let's break it down. Tic-tac-toe. Simple game. Filled with what? X's and O's. It's quick. Simple. A caveman can do it, or anybody could do it. Simple. Boom, 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 boom. It's a quick, short game. Bang. On to the next one, right? Simple. Fast, quick, artificial. Next one. Takes two to tango. We always hear that expression, but have we ever really broken it down? It's dancing. What's dancing? Especially the tango. It's not just a simple, it's not as simple as tic-tac-toe. It takes time. It takes time to learn a person, learn a movement. Someone who's good at tango, you got to learn the movement. You got to learn the vibe. You got to listen to the chemistry, the movements of certain of your opposite partner's body language. It's understanding so much deeper, complex, and emotional, especially, I said it already, but chemistry level. It's so much deeper than tic-tac-toe. But people, I feel, and just in general, from my perspective, is that people want content, not context. And it's learning how to navigate through the waters, through all that, you know, because like I said, I know I memed it. I don't know if I kept it in. I've already said it, but I'm not going to jump on here and be like every other straight male, like jumps on social media, make a TikTok like, look, listen, women, this is how relationships work. Get your together in the kitchen. Imagine, but you get the gist of it. But here are my 2 cents on the whole thing. I feel, from my experience, from my point of view, like I said, I could be wrong, but like everything else in life, everything is really a theory. There's no really factual things in life. Everything is not static, but elastic. We'll get into that much later. But from my perspective, I feel everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. It used to be don't judge a book by its cover, and I feel now it's judge the book by its cover. And I don't think it's because of people. It's what has people created. Dating apps, artificial things, you know, technology in a way. It takes out the natural progression of getting to know somebody and building chemistry. Like, take you, for example. Take everything that you've are, your very essence, things that you believe in, your experiences, your life. Now condense that to 6 seconds. Condense that down to 4 or 5 pictures and 3 cheesy prompts. A brief description, and it's not impossible. It's impossible, in my opinion, to really break down a person, to really break down yourself. My shoulder, my elbow. But it got too serious for a bit. Let's break down the minutia. You know what I mean? Let's take a break. Hoo-ha! Break up the minutia. Let's break up the tension. Let's move around town. Bring it around.
Bring it around town. Bring it around town.
But you know what I'm saying? It's so much more. The example I give about dating in modern times, I guess, through apps, is this example, and is, a person is a book, right? Cliche thing. And I feel nowadays it's people giving book reviews to a book they have not read. Like, look, give a review on this. You haven't read it, right? You don't know what's inside. You just see a blank presentation. Nothing. Nada. Right? You're like, I don't know about this book. But then here I am posting, let's see, several prompts, several descriptions, several quotes, several excerpts of what the book's about. A brief description. But it's just not giving you, I'm trying to give you quick content to help you get the context of it. And I feel people are focusing more on the said presentation to catch your eye, to open up the book. And I feel that's backwards. I feel that you should be okay with not necessarily opening up and telling the whole world, your problems are your dirty laundry, but truly expressing yourself and truly really being okay with growth. Because, that's obviously dating. You're going to get rejected, or it's not going to work out. You're going to be the bad guy, vice versa. But it's gaining an understanding that just how things are. And it's because I thoroughly blame, people say don't blame yourself because it's toxic. And it's, hey, be careful what you tell yourself. You're listening, okay? It's such cliche. You know what I mean? Whew. Who's Robber? Break it down some more. Oof, stay with me. But it's impossible to break down a person into algorithmic data. It's crazy to think that we could find, and not to say that things don't work out when people meet up on dating apps. I'm not saying that never happens. It's all a sham and blah, 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 blah. Bitterness. No. I'm saying that does happen. It's great when it happens. It's rare that it happens. When it happens, it happens. It's, that should be celebrated a lot more. Versus is like, how? Versus like trying to break it down and being like, oh. And I feel like that realness that does happen from when people do want to read, want to read what's inside the book that you have written, because I believe everybody's the author of their own book, whether you like it or not. And I feel people are afraid to go back a chapter. They want to continue writing new things, which is fine, but everything is rewritten. Everything can be rewritten. And that took a lot for me to understand. To tie it all back together is, as a person in my 20s and learning that my mistakes, I've starting to learn in my beginning my 30s that it's okay to go back and rewrite. It's okay to go back to make your principles better. It's okay to what people say, woke people say now is what, dude? The coolest thing ever. Be better. Be better. You know, the coolest thing people can say, like, oh, someone tells you, hey, be better. It's like, okay, dude, have a good one. But you know what I'm trying to say here is I wish and I'm afraid that the lost art of two to tango is lost to an easier structure of content of tic-tac-toe, you know? And I found the most important thing that I can do is not the whole cliche work on yourself and eventually it's going to happen, but quintessentially the same thing. I've said quintessentially 5 times, word of the day, or rather of this day. But I find when I find the joy of managing and structuring things out for myself throughout my day, I find such joy in doing it, and it's not wanting to completely cut myself off of dating and saying, oh, it doesn't work. Online, it's trash. It's trash. It doesn't work. Put it out. No, it's like opening up a window and leaving it open, you know? And I found that it's okay to do that. And rather than the old adage, it'll happen and happen, but always leaving the door of opportunity for it to happen. I'm probably going to butcher this, but it's more of the old adage of it's better to work hard and not have an opportunity than not work hard for an opportunity. Hey, that's why I butcher that. Okay, it's better to work hard when you don't have an opportunity just yet, rather than not working hard when an opportunity comes. When you have an opportunity lined up, I guess. I butcher that, but I'm pretty sure you get the gist of it. You're here. You're watching me butcher the stuff of it. But we're running out of our time for this existence, and we need to jump back to the current existence. But the grand scheme point I want to make is do not be afraid to open up that book and let people inside. Sure, they may be disinterested, they may be judgmental, but I found through honest conversation, honest being just yourself and honest with people, that if it works out, it works out. And the struggle and battle of modern dating is that it is artificial, it's not real, and it does good and it does bad. You know, context over content. There's sometimes in this whole different things that you do find that perfect balance. Like everything else, there's always going to be 2 sides, but in the middle there's going to be balance. And when you do find that balance, it's amazing. You know, you're not chasing the dragon. You're going to find that balance. It's just like everything else, especially what you're seeing right now, is a matter of time. You know, time. And it's keeping hope and understanding that it's just time. It's just time. And it's so much more I want to give, but I'm saving it for the next podcast. But it all starts with a simple conversation. You know, that's what Garth Brooks said, like very creepily.
So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
In a non-creepy way, but that's what it is. It's a conversation that begins anew. Think about a seed. A seed is what's so small, but when you plant and when you come back every day, water it, nurture it, take care of it, it grows into what a bigger and beautiful thing that you could ever imagine. And when you take that concept to yourself, when you take that concept to relationships, you understand that the real thing is better than 9 times out of 10 than artificial, because I find that thanks to modern dating and content, all this content driven stuff is people forgetting about context, people forgetting about how amazing it is when you tangle with somebody, like when you get to really know somebody, when you get to learn the chemistry, the quote unquote vibes, you know, the way you act around each other, the play about it, that sense of joy that is indescribable. I feel that it's lost because people are getting more and more discouraged when a program, an AI, an algorithm is saying, hey, you two might match out. You two match. Let's figure it out. And more often times than what, it doesn't work out. But like I said, not to say that it doesn't work out all the time. It doesn't work. And I think I've hammered the point. And I will catch you in the next one. But like I said, this is a prime example of going back and rewriting the past, making it better in this simple existence. Now, back to the past. The point I was trying to make with content and context, I feel like with TikTok, it's changed everything. I feel like now when it comes to podcasting, I feel like podcasting is still a thing. This is why I'm still doing it. I feel like now people want quicker. They want faster. They want clips. They want this. Like, not to bore you with the whole everything, but I feel like to condense something to 10 seconds, especially as complicated as a human being can be. And I know when I say that, there's somebody that you thought of right now. When I said that, you're like, well, that it's not that complicated. You know what I mean? It's not that. I'm not, you get it. You get it. But dude, and it's what worries me, It's like people want to, like, I feel like the generated numbers, content growth. I feel like now it's starting more at a early age of this idea of not necessarily personal growth, but of external growth, social media growth, numbers, everything. And that's okay. It's like, I'm pretty sure there's some things my generation did that my parents were like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But then again, it becomes the new norm. And like, perfect example, like growing up, what they say, do not get in cars with strangers. Nowadays, oh shit, I gotta go somewhere. I'm gonna Uber and get in this stranger's car, and this person's gonna take me somewhere, and I'm gonna pay him to do it. And I feel like now, rather than condemning numbers, context, but I feel like now the most important thing to do now for the next generation is not necessarily like jump on the high horse, but to make them aware of the importance of self-growth first, and I guess social media numbers later. Like, I understand like the idea now people want to become viral and they'll do whatever to become viral, or there's, it's like someone who wants to help out the homeless. You see it all the time. I'm filming it. Here's $1, here's $5, or here's 10K, or, and I'm filming. rather than just doing it. You know, I said this before, and I'm not trying to rehash or bash the church, but you see it a lot when it comes to preachers. When it comes to preachers, when it comes to these so-called teachers, you see the ones that are flashy, good on the mic, wearing the latest Jordans, wearing everything's got to be a social media clip. Everything's got to hit. Everything's got to be so deep. Everything's got to be so meaningful. Everything's got to be like on par. Shabba dabba 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 dabba. You know what I mean? Everything's got to be like that. Versus a pastor who comes in the same old beat up truck, wears same old suit. On the weekends, he's doing God's work, meaning like he's in hospitals, praying for people. There's no social media post about it. There's no nothing. There's no whatever. You know, the old saying is a tree is known by its fruit. Nowadays, it's like, oh, my social media is how people know of my fruit is so good. Like, you ever been like, you ever been swindled? Like, you see somebody like posting like I don't know, about food. Like, oh, this is the best food ever. Come check out this food. Like, they're hyping it up, right? And then you're like, you know what? That kind of looks good. The presentation looks good, right? Callback. But you go and try it out, and it's what? Garbo. Or it's not as good. Or it's overly seasoned. The presentation is nice, but the context of the meal is garbage. You know? I feel like that's what social media has become now. It's more, I guess this is why I'm kind of bad at it. Like, meaning like, when it comes to this meta, the podcast, I'm more of like, hey, here's a podcast, here it is. Enjoy it. If you're still watching, subscribe. Boom, boom, boom. But if not, then cool. How you doing? Keep it moving. Because if you think about it, like, nowadays, what you do, what you read, what you look at, you know, the content, TikToks, what you watch, what you're looking at every single day, you're not, I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but guess what? You're not in control of that. To some, you have inputs, but there's this thing, an AI program called the algorithm. Everybody knows about it. We meme about it. This is why when as a content creator, we're told to post every single day, and not every single day, but like have a set schedule, because the algorithm will catch it, and you'll grow and you'll grow and you'll grow because you're there at time. What I mean by you're not in control, this program is designed to tailor you to things that you want to keep you on said platform. You know? So if you're more into, I don't know, spaceships, congratulations, you're dealing with spaceships. Space. There is no growth. If you're trying to catch the bigger point I'm trying to make, if you're learning more on social media, you're caring about numbers, you're caring about this, you know, I got this many subscribers, or I got this many follows, I got this many likes. It's feeding that program and letting you become just that. But there's always a give and take to any type of need. If you know, there will always be strings attached to everything. Not necessarily sometimes that strings doesn't have to be a bad thing or good thing, but what I'm trying to say is, you do that. This AI program is controlling your emotions, controlling certain things you feel, and that's just what it is. You know, certain video that you like, oh, here's this, a short 10-minute, 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, but like 2 minutes. Clips, feeding your quote unquote echo chamber and keeping you there while life is just flying by. And that part of this new reality scares me, which is why there's so much I want to get to, but I'll probably save it for next podcast, next podcast. But what scares me now is now everything is so quick. You know, context is going away, but content is growing at an exorbitant amount of rate. It's all about content. You have to be making, you have to keep making, you have to keep making, stop living. But people that do live, what's the first thing that they do? Social media. Instagram, Facebook, just Snapchat. I get it. People want to learn. It's exciting. It's something new. People see people making content. They see their favorite streamer. They see their favorite YouTuber. They see their favorite podcaster. And it inspires them to make things and want to express themselves. And that's tremendous. And that's great. And that's cool. I believe you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid to hammer back on that point. Open up the book and let people inside. And if they don't like you, sure. There's someone's going to come along who's going to like you. But you have to be not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to tell you everything and like jumping online, like right now, podcast. I'm not going to give like every detail like now, which is why like now I find it foolish and dumb. I'm sorry, but it's just my personal thing. It's my own thing. I'm not giving away like information for free. You want to know my last name? Pay me or find someone to pay it. I'm not giving away like that information for free because that's stuff like I feel like algorithms take advantage of you because they know information about you. It's quick to judge. It's everything, but point I was trying to get away from before I made that words. But I feel like we're slowing down. You know what I mean? Like the hype's over. We're done. We're wrapping up the potty. But dude, like real talk, like that stuff scares me to death. It's like this is forever. What I'm doing right now is forever. It's internet. And it's time. And I'll probably talk about time a lot next podcast. There's this theory that I'm working on. But, dude, think about it. Like, when you were a kid, imagine, like, the things that you would post, things that you would say. And, and then that being weaponized against you. Your memories, your thoughts. You're taking a picture of what? Like you were at a Halloween party and then some nut job fucking from California, because easy bit. It's like, well, that costume's offended, but they don't know you. They don't know the context of the picture. They just see the content. And that memory of you, because that could be your favorite memory, because at the Halloween you got too drunk, you met somebody, ultimately married that somebody, now that somebody's your wife, and now you have a family, and now it's a funny picture because that's like where you two met. It's that favorite memory. And now that memory is used against you for your own downfall. It's some nut job in California is offended by the picture, and that goes viral. And everything that you love, you as a person, everything that you've written in your book is now set on fire and thrown away on the internet because somebody who doesn't know you got offended. And now you lost your job, you lost your home, and now you're struggling because of a memory, of a picture of memory. And that's messed up. And that's the weaponization of work, of technology. You get it. You get it. I'm trying to make. I know I'm freaking trying to go away. So clap, break, stand up. Let's go. That's a good point. And that's a great point right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. But no, it ultimately does. Because I feel like now your ideas, your thoughts, and I feel like the point I was trying to make when I was talking about algorithms, it's like now. That's why I don't care. I don't give a about politics. I don't care. I've never cared. And I know somebody's like, I'm triggered. It's your responsibility. You gotta fucking vote. Vote for the vote. Vote for my side. You gotta. I don't care. Never cared growing up. Never cared. Sure, it sucks when whoever's in charge fucking prices go up and blah 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 blah, or scandal after scandal. Who cares? I don't care. I'm not gonna let some program. Think about it now. Programs are dictating which side or echo chamber you stay on. It's, you know what I mean? Like, when did that become okay to allow a digitized program control your emotions, control your outlooks, control your vibe, control your mood, control every single aspect of your life? Your own identity becomes that which is dictated by the algorithm. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Congratulations. But that is the truth. But like, for example, if you found me, like if you do not know me, but you're watching now, hi, hello, hope you stay for the ride. It's okay. I get sick of me too. It's okay. It happens. It's a thing. But it's like, okay, then we have something relatable. We have some mutual interests that you enjoy. So now you're here when you're watching me. But that right there scares me. It's like a program is becoming your own identity. What is a program versus life dictating your own identity is, it's like a life dictated by content or a life dictated by context. It shouldn't be, I feel like now it shouldn't be either or. It should be a healthy mix between two, because it takes two to what? Tango, takes two to dance, takes two to this. But the scariest thought I have with time is this right now. What you're seeing right now. The thought I thought about, which scares me, is that this may sound woo-woo, but what you're seeing right now, I no longer exist. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to, if you're not interested, to be like, nah, sorry. And that took a long time for me to be okay with that. It took a long time for me to be, a lot of work for me to be even sitting here today talking to you. Because it's like managing not all expectations, managing the feeling of being okay, of being here, talking, drinking beer, wine. But it's learning to say no and don't let people push you around and just say, nah, I'm good. But like the song, like we're gonna play right now, it's like, tell them no. That's one thing I want you to get inside your head is tell them no. Tell them no. Be okay with telling no sometimes. And just doing what you want to do and being okay with growth. When it comes to like algorithms, don't let an algorithm program dictate who you are. Identify that and like, hey, this isn't cool. Let's go outside to some grass. Let's go outside and freaking, I don't know, let's go for a drive. Gas is cheap now. Let's go for a drive. Or let's go over here. Let's put the phone down. Okay, there's life to live, and that's some lesson that I'm still learning, and I gotta learn, and then let's learn with each other. That sounds so wrong, but you get the point I'm trying to make. You get it. But growth, you understand, like, you're like, well, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. Think of yourself as a plant. You're in a small, you started small, right? Your mindset is the pot. You grow in years and years. You've outgrown that small potted mindset. You're overdue. A simple conversation with somebody who's a professional could help you identify that and help you. You know, you gotta learn, hey, to be okay to ask for help. Help move you into the bigger potted pot. You get it, for the root. And then so you have more room to grow. But that with each year or each decade, that continuation continues to grow, you know? And that's, I feel, is the point of growth and living happier and being more fulfilled. Because I think of the day, it's not about algorithmic numbers. It's not about subscribers or not about views. It's about the experience in life and stories and details, accomplishments, failures, certain aspects of life. And I'm doing a little jujitsu dance, butterfly. But you know, with that said, man, I hope you have a good one, man. And I'm trying to, DJ, where's my song, DJ? DJ with my song. Have a good one, guys. Hey, remember, tell them no. You know what I mean? Hey. Oh my God. I always do this. It's like, this is one point. Wait, I want to get in, but I'm not. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Tell them no. Bye. Dude, it's been a weird, tremendous different experience. Now, I forgot what the saying, but Heidi Doody, welcome. If you're seeing this, then I kept it, and if not, you're seeing this clip right now. You're like, what's going on?